Hello, good morning. Anne Murphy here. How are we all today? Just popping in for my new weekly Q&A. I'm just trying to sort my screen out here so that I can get my notes up displayed. I don't know, everything seems to be, it's like my keyboard or my mouse is sticking. So I'll get stuck into it because I want these weekly Q&A sessions to be really short and sharp and concise and to the point to answer your questions. Don't forget, if you have any questions, just please email me or private message me. However you can get in touch with me, please do so, and I'll add them to the list. I've already got quite a long list going. So anything to do with blogging or turning your blog into a business, email marketing, social media marketing, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, anything technical about WordPress, whatever. I'm only too happy to answer your questions. So the topic for today is how to be more productive. Now, when you want to turn your blog into a business, it's good to know what you're going to do when you sit at the computer. And I understand completely that things pop up, especially those of us with children, or even if you don't have children, illness can pop up. So many different things can pop up. But when you sit at that computer to do your work, to work on your blog or your business, you really need to have a plan in place. No questions asked. So my first point today in how to be more productive is to have a plan. I just read a quote on Instagram that said the best way to predict your future is to create it. So you can't predict any kind of success if you don't have a plan in place. It's okay to blog every day, blog 3 times a week, whatever you're cooking at the time, whatever you're crafting at the time, whatever thought pops up into your head, that's all okay. But is it contributing to your long-term plan? If you don't have a long-term plan in place of an end goal, it's really a waste of time. So that's my first point. Have a plan in place of how you expect your business to grow. How can you measure your success? Have you got a 1-month plan, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 5 years? You need to be able to measure it to see how you're growing, and are you meeting those goals that you're taking along the way to get to your end goal. So whether you use a whiteboard or a piece of paper or a project card, even on online system like Trello to map it out, have some ideas in place of the type of goal that you want for your blog or your business. It may not even be a monetary value. It might just be to grow your audience on your website or grow your social media following. You could be on 200 followers and you want to get it up to 500. Work out some strategies on how you're going to do that. So also, when you have a plan in place, you also, as a solo entrepreneur, as the boss of your own company, the CEO of your own company, you need to have admin processes in place as well. So when you sit at the computer, you define a time of the week, a day of the week, say Friday, for an hour. You're going to track your finances. You're going to check your WordPress website to see if all the plugins are updated. You're going to check everything. Set aside some time for these admin processes as well, otherwise they can get overwhelmed. So the second point in how to be more productive is to break it down. So from your strategic plan, you need to break down the steps that you're going to take to get to your end goal, like I mentioned just before. So if your goal is to earn $5,000 a month in blogging and you've got a product that's worth $5, obviously you need to make 1,000 sales of that product in a month. Is that possible? Yes, maybe if you've got a large number of email subscribers or large social media following, it is possible. But also think, is it more likely that you could turn your blog into a business by coaching people and charging $2,500 a month to coach your clients on whatever, and just get 2 clients per month or 5 clients at $1,000 each. So be realistic when you're setting your goals and making your plan about your monetary goals and your social media following goals. Whatever your goals are, be realistic and break it all down. The third point is to show up daily. So I'm a mother myself, and my children are older now at 15 and 13, but when they were younger, it didn't matter how well laid the plans I made were. Children get sick, you get sick, something breaks and you need to run out to the store to get it. And that's the best thing about being your own boss and being your own entrepreneur, the CEO of your own company, is you've got that flexibility. So even if you can't get to the computer to do what you were supposed to do that day, when you're sitting in the emergency room, be on scrolling through Pinterest, do something productive. Don't be scrolling through your personal feed on Facebook. Either get onto Instagram and engage with your followers, or try to attract new followers and send out some direct messages, or be on Pinterest and just start pinning more content or more pins to your Pinterest feed. So show up daily, no matter how bad the circumstances are. You know, of course, if you're bedridden and you can't move, rest up, because that's just as important. Or work on your mindset too, do some meditations or some goal setting or other things, but just make sure you show up daily. And whatever your week, whatever you define as your working week, if you work 7 days a week, that's fine. If you want to work 3 days a week, show up daily on those days that you work. Number 4, record your ideas. Now, I know as a blogger, it can be a bit of a hindrance, I suppose, to us, that we've got ideas popping into our head all the time. Same as an entrepreneur, you've laid out your strategic plan for the 12 months, and then another idea pops in and another idea pops in. You think, oh, this will work. You need to record those ideas down, but stick to your plan. Stick to those original plans, stick to your daily to-do list. Don't be distracted by things that pop up on your Facebook feed, like a webinar on how to make $1 million in 3 months, or how to get more followers, or whatever it is. Don't be tempted by those sort of things. Put your blinkers on and just concentrate on you and your own business. Record your ideas on a notebook. Have a notebook and pen in your purse, or use an online notes app on your phone to just jot these ideas down. And then next time you're doing a review of your strategic plan, maybe look at that list and say, you know what, I could probably make a quick $500 cash on this small project that I can fit in here to boost sales or whatever. So record those ideas, just jot them down, but stick to your guns. Concentrate on the game plan, the major game plan. And the 5th one is remove all distractions. And like I said, Facebook can be such a, you can just get so hooked on scrolling. Before you know it, half an hour is gone. I don't open it when I'm working. And some days I really, like, my personal feed really is just of personal friends and what they've been up to, plus a lot of ads, as you know. But I don't open it when I'm sitting at the computer. But there's a really great Google Chrome extension called Momentum. I've got the link in the notes, and it's a like a desktop screen, like a background, and you can type into it what's on your to-do list for that day, and you can also set it up to monitor when you have breaks. So every 50 minutes you do a big chunk of work, and then you have a 10-minute break, go for a walk or have a cup of tea. And it's a really good one to avoid all distractions. So avoid all that outside noise about webinars and sign-ups and things like that. Just when you're at the computer working on your business, just do that. So that's my quick 5 steps for being more productive this year. I really want you to set yourself some measurable goals and start taking or planning the steps that you're going to take to get there, to grow or turn your blog into a profitable business, or just to grow your business in general. I have included in the notes, which I'll share a link to in this this live today, my 7 high performing habits to help organize my working day, and this includes the little morning routines and housework and meal routines, all these sorts of steps that I take every day to be able to sit here at the computer for 5 or 6 hours to get all that I need done every day. And when things pop up, how I handle it. I've also included a link to my blog and social media post schedule. It's a month to a page planner. So if you're planning out your blog posts for the month, you can write them down, jot down all the ideas, and then when you post them, you can check off whether it's been posted to Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, or whatever else. So that's a handy little month to a page schedule that you can use. And if you have any questions about today's Facebook Live, please type them in this post, and keep the conversation going about other ways that you've found that you might be more productive. Or again, like I said, if you've got any questions about it, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I hope you have an amazing day and an amazing week, and I'll catch you again next week for another Q&A session. Also, don't forget that starting tomorrow night is our 3-day the ABC of SEO challenge. So if you haven't signed up for that, I'll also share the link. I'm going to be smashing all the myths and debunking all the myths about SEO, and not making it scary at all, but just laying it out in layman's terms for you to understand, so that it will really help you create posts and get your website seen by more people from Google. So that's it from me today. Have a great day, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.